People love LEGO, and I'm sure that love extends to video games. There have been so many great LEGO games, mainly from the company Traveler's Tales. However, other companies did make LEGO video games, and all of them have pretty much been forgotten about. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to PlatinumBolt. In today's video, we'll be talking about some forgotten LEGO games. Let's begin. LEGO Island. In LEGO Island, you play as the character Pepperoni, who, while delivering pizzas, accidentally releases a criminal known as the Brickster using pizza fumes.
Okay, here's a tip. Learn to read, because the sign says, "Don't feed the Brickster."
You are then tasked to recapture him. You can complete this task, or you can explore the game's biggest selling point, which is a completely customizable island, which is a great idea. This is a LEGO game. But if you ignore the main story, you will end up with the bad ending. You can also participate in some minigames or interact with one of the many locals on the island. There's actually a surprising amount of stuff to do in the game, and a lot of it is really fun. While it's not the best LEGO game ever, it certainly does have its fans, and chances are you will have a fun time with it. LEGO Island did fairly well, both in reviews and sales. It won the Interactive Achievement Award for PC Family/Kids Games Entertainment Title of the Year. Also, LEGO Island would eventually spawn a sequel known as LEGO Island 2: The Brickster's Revenge. Football Mania. Football Mania, also known as Soccer Mania outside of Europe, was a sports-themed LEGO game released for the PS2, Windows, and Game Boy Advance. There's not a ton of information on this game, but basically you just played soccer. There are multiple maps to play on, and in the game there's also power-ups, such as a speed boost and shields which spawn randomly on the pitch during play. There's also a few different game modes, including Quick Match, Exhibition, and Knockout Tournaments. The game didn't receive a ton of reviews, but the reviews it did get were mostly negative, with the Game Boy Advance version getting especially bad reviews, while the Windows and PS2 version received poor to average reviews. LEGO Creator Harry Potter and LEGO Creator Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The LEGO Creator game was a sandbox game for Windows, which involved really just building whatever you wanted using digital LEGO pieces. The game had no missions, objectives, challenges, or currency. You really did pretty much whatever you wanted. Eventually, the LEGO Creator series would receive a tie-in with Harry Potter. This game would also be an open-ended creation game. There's different worlds in the Harry Potter universe to explore, including some other mini-worlds, in which you're able to use LEGO models and minifigures to customize the world however you wish. And the models were all based on the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone LEGO sets. The game also allows you to customize your own minifigure and sets. In addition to building, the player can control characters, cast spells, and change the weather. There are multiple challenges available. Upon completion of each challenge, the game sometimes will show a cutscene, and you can unlock a new spell to use. There's also a narrator character to guide the player throughout the game. The game would eventually develop a sequel known as Creator Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which played slightly differently. You would explore different parts of the Harry Potter world, but still customize your own LEGO minifigure. There's also different characters to play as. Your goal of the game was to collect chocolate frogs. When you collect enough, you can do a challenge. Upon completing a challenge, you unlock more models, worlds, and characters. There are a few more worlds than in the previous game, including Nocturne Alley and the Chamber of Secrets itself. I couldn't really find many reviews on any of these games, but from the little information I could find, it did seem like the games were pretty well received. However, the Chamber of Secrets would be the last LEGO Creator game released. LEGO Rock Raiders. LEGO Rock Raiders was a game that received two slightly different versions, one for Windows and another for PlayStation. The Windows version is a real-time strategy game. The game opens with optional training missions and one actual mission unlocked. Most missions require the player to collect a certain number of energy crystals, while some missions require the player to locate rock raiders that have been trapped in landslides, or to find certain pieces of equipment and bring it back to their base. Unlike the Windows version, the PlayStation version is an action and strategy game, in which the player controls a character instead of just commanding a squad. While the former was centered on constructing a base and mining, the latter centers on exploring. There are some of the same missions, like collecting a certain amount of energy crystals and rescuing other trapped rock raiders. The game received mixed reviews on both platforms. The PS2 version did a bit worse, with companies like Game Informer giving it a 1.5 out of 10. So it's not the best game ever. But just like every LEGO game here, it does have its fans. LEGO Racers 1 and 2. The game is just what it sounds like. It's a racing game with LEGO for the PC, PlayStation, and N64. The single-player mode follows various minifigure characters competing in a racing competition created by a fictional racing company called Rocket Racer. Players control a minifigure, allowing them to drive a variety of cars built out of LEGO and race them against other racers. Items can be used by the player to hinder other racers' progress. You can create your own cars and characters with unlocked LEGO bricks and use them to race. There's also a local multiplayer mode that allows multiple players to race against each other. The PC version of LEGO Racers received favorable reviews, while the Nintendo 64 and PlayStation versions received mixed or average reviews. The game also got a sequel simply titled LEGO Racers 2, which also received positive reviews. LEGO Battles. LEGO Battles was a war-based strategy game released on the Nintendo DS. It has a story mode and a free-play mode, in which the player can customize the units in their army, choose the map, and pick certain other settings, such as game mode and starting bricks. The game is split into 3 stories, based on classic LEGO themes: castle, pirates, and space. The kingdom story focuses on the king, his knights, and the allied dwarves battling the skeleton army led by the evil wizard, trying to revive his deceased wife. Pirate's story focuses on the struggle between Captain Brickbeard's crew, who are trying to find a massive amount of treasure, and the Imperial Navy, led by Governor Broadside, with assistance from the Ninja Master and his clan of ninjas, trying to thwart their plans. The space story focuses on a group of astronauts colonizing a planet for its abundance of natural resources, defending it from aliens who need the resources to get home, and dealing with space pirates along the way. The player is also given the option to play as the enemy in each story as well, offering 6 stories in total, with 24 acts and 25 heroes, including 6 hidden heroes, to play with and use. LEGO Battles received average to positive reviews, with companies like IGN giving it a 7.5 out of 10 and GameSpot giving it a 7 out of 10. Have you ever played any of these games? Let me know in the comments, or if there are other LEGO games you think I should have mentioned, let me know, and maybe someday I'll do a part 2. That's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and leave a comment. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel so you never miss out on future videos. Oh, and if you'd like to support the making of future videos, you can join the channel memberships, or for one-time donations, you can check out my Ko-fi page, link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!